So this weekend we went to a little town in northern BC called Chetwynd. It's about an hour away from our home in Tumbler Ridge, BC, and we were there for a soccer tournament. Now when you look at this picture, you realize Chetwynd is about the same latitude as the Alaska Panhandle, which is pretty crazy. I never realized that before. But we were there for a soccer tournament, and this is just a little snapshot of it. There's river number 9. I think you see River making a good kick coming up. The kids each played a bunch of games, and it was an all-day affair. Oh, there he goes. Good one, Riv. It was an all-day affair, and we had fun. And after the soccer tournament was over, we went to one of our favorite events in northern BC, and that was the chainsaw carving contest. Immediately when we walked in, we saw this very fascinating face sculpture. What do you think, guys? I was drawn to this one immediately.
Yeah, I think I was too. It's really cool.
That gold. Oh, what is Roomy? Rooms, what are you doing in this picture?
Yummy ice cream. Yummy ice cream.
This is a giant goldfish. The details on the scales were really neat. It was one of those old goldfish with bulgy eyes. This is an amazing event, and the smell, it's hard to there's all their tools, everything from blow torches to drills to little small chainsaws to giant 4-foot long chainsaws, grinders, and all kinds of tools. Paint sprayers.
Yep.
They're allowed to paint their sculptures. There's Vay and Mom.
Mommy.
What's Vay pointing at? They also have information on all the artists, where they're from, and some of their work. There are artists from all over the world at this contest. The first place was $5,000, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Me too.
This one was really cool. They can take little parts and carve them and then attach them to the big part. Riv, explain what's going on in this sculpture.
So there's 2 Komodo dragons climbing up a tree to get to an eagle's nest. They're just working on the eagle on the table right now. You can see its wing. And yeah, since I like lizards, that was got to be one of my favorite ones.
I think this year was some of the coolest carvings that we've seen. Oh, and he was from Australia. It came all the way from Australia to showcase his work. There's the picture that River was talking about. The 2 lizards, Australian tree goanna, which look very much like Komodo dragons. There's the eagle that's going to go on top. That's going to be really cool. We should mention they have 4 days to complete their sculptures. They start with one huge log of cedar wood, and they have 4 days to work on it, and this was day 3. So in one more day, they're going to be finished. This was also a really cool sculpture. It was a cheetah chasing a warthog, and this artist used paint to make the animals look more realistic. What do you think about that one, Rumi?
It looks really cool, and the cheetah on top is my favorite.
Yeah, the cheetah looks really realistic. He's doing a really great job with that one. Look at all the chainsaws set up on the ground. It's very noisy during this contest. All you hear is chainsaws and tools buzzing. But what about the smell? Talk about the smell.
The smell is amazing. It's just like the best smell ever.
It smells like you're in a cedar forest, and everything there's a strong smell of cedar in the whole park.
Yeah, there is a bunch of cedar.
So he's using a really small chainsaw, and you watch when he just kind of passes it up and down, just kind of shaves the piece down with his chainsaw. I think a fella in the background is using a sander, a power sander. So we're back at the warthog. There's a good shot of the warthog running down the mountain. I like that guy. Looks at our camera and gives us a little smile. I think this couple was from Wales, I believe. There's the other artist. She uses the air compressor to blow herself off. They must be covered in sawdust every day for 4 days. Most of them stay in campers in the parking lot here, which is really cool. This guy was doing something neat. It was like a giant smiling Buddha head. And he's carving a flower there, I believe. He also had a completed sculpture that was for sale of another giant Buddha head. Very neat. He's probably going to paint it or use a blowtorch to add some color to it.
And my favorite statue is number 9. I don't know if it's in this video, but it's this big, like monster thing called a Wendigo, I think.
That's right. Yeah, we definitely have some pictures of number 9. This was number 12. That's a giant wasp. Oh, let's talk about this one. They're attaching the wings to this, and I saw this and I thought, what in the world? Is that an angel or something? But it's actually, Rumi, do you remember what that one was?
No, but I think it's like a butterfly.
Well, it was actually a giant skeleton
Holding this lady?
holding a lady. Like we oh, there's the face again. I didn't realize there was mushrooms coming off the top of the head, and there's an owl. There's a lot going on in that sculpture. And there's the wasp. I can't wait to see them attach the head of that wasp. I don't know if they were finished carving the head of that wasp yet.
That's gonna look really cool.
It's definitely cool. There's that angel, maybe the angel of death they call it, with the wings. And I got a great shot of this artist attaching the skull to this. I think this is the part right here. Oh yeah, look at that. That's so cool. What a cool carving. That is really neat. Kind of creepy, but a very cool carving. We should say that they decorate the entire town with these sculptures afterwards. The town of Chetwynd, BC. The streets are lined with these beautiful cedar sculptures, aren't they?
Yeah.
So every time we go there for soccer or hockey or sometimes just for a visit. Oh, this is the one that River was talking about.
Wendigo.
Wade Lapp. He's from USA. And this is a Wendigo, River was saying, like a mythical creature. It has goat feet and a really scary looking face. Look at that room.
Wow.
I would not want to run into that guy in the woods.
See, that one's my favorite because I love scary movies, scary stuff, and mythical creatures.
They're painting it there, or staining it. I like the position of the body too. That's really neat, the way it's turning like that.
And it looks like it's going to hold something.
That's right. That's a good point, Rumi. He's holding out his hand, and he might be holding on to something. We don't know what the artists have in store. I'm sure that they draw it out on paper. I'm positive they have an idea coming into the contest. They sketch it out, they get their giant log, and then they get to work on it. I wasn't exactly sure what this one was from this angle, but then when we walk by it a little bit further, you realize it's a bucking, raging bull. And I think Veda liked this one because she kept saying cow.
Yeah. At first, I thought it was just a sheep hanging from a little rug.
A sheep hanging from a rug.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
I think that's a cactus maybe beside it.
Well, that's creative, Rumi.
Very cool. Oh, and this was Rumi's favorite. Rumi, talk about this one.
This one is my favorite because it's almost even done. Mm-hmm. So I think it's gonna win. And it's just a dinosaur. I love dinosaurs, and it just looks really cool.
Yeah, this artist too, I think he was almost finished, but look at the detail he's putting into the paint. That's all carved from a huge cedar log. He's putting the finishing touches, it looks like, on the teeth. Really neat. So you get to vote for your favorite. The People's Choice Award is the one that wins. There's Veda saying dinosaur. And Rumi voted for this one. And River voted for the Wendigo?
Wendigo.
Wendigo. Okay. Really cool to watch these artists work. And just to hear the saws and smell the cedar.
Ooh, that cedar smells really good.
Really good. Oh, we noticed that there's a pterodactyl, an artist working on a pterodactyl in the background they were going to put on top, I think. This one was interesting too. I think it's like a native traditional story character because you can see a raven mask sitting on the scaffolding. And I think that guy that's sitting on top of that bird is going to be wearing the raven mask. I have a feeling. It reminds me of a legend from a native tale. I think I remember seeing a picture or reading about something like that. And they're going to make arms for him, obviously, but they're not finished yet.
Or maybe I thought maybe there's going to be a monkey up there jumping off it.
Wait, what?
Maybe, but that's definitely got a lot of potential. Oh, and this one was right at the end. We almost didn't notice this one. This artist from USA carved a big Dumbo statue, Dumbo the elephant, and there's a little mouse coming out of a teapot. That's pretty cool. So this was the Chetwynd Chainsaw Carving Festival. Oh, we got a shot of the two artists talking about installing the stinger on that giant wasp. Every little detail they talk about, and they shave it down and sand it till it fits perfect. This was a really cool day, wasn't it, guys?
Yep. So fun.
This is something we really enjoy doing in northern BC, the Chetwynd Chainsaw Carving Contest. Well, hope you enjoyed our video.
Bye.
Bye.
Like and subscribe and ring that bell button.
And keep on carving. What?